Hey Jessica and Wendy, I just want to do a quick recap on the hot tub since we're going to be gone for 13 days. The first thing I do again is right when I get to a home is I check the hot tub, and I can't turn it around. I just checked this. It's pretty clean. Obviously I take the filter out. Actually, the first thing I do is make sure the temperature is at a reasonable, heck, I can't even see what I'm doing. Holy crap. I can't turn it around. Make sure it's like at 102, and I get the filter cleaner, spray it down right there. Is that right? And then of course I spray it out, put my filter in and run it and check the chemicals, the pH balance, all that. So we've got you plenty stocked up. I'm gonna turn this thing around. All right, so you can see a little foam as it's sitting here, and we're talking just a little bit. That's it. Clear as it is. I'm sure you girls remember this. It's just a recap, just in case you forgot anything. All right. Max 10. There we go. All right, I got a test strip. And it's not bad. So it's a little low on my pH. So I'm gonna add some baking soda. I'm high on the chlorine, which is fine because of how nasty some people are. I'm low on my pH. And that's it. Once I add a little bit of baking soda, it's gonna balance out this top one and this one and this one. These are all affected by baking soda, and then that's just your bleach. So that's it. I'll clean it and then I'll turn it on and let it run for a half hour. And this is starting to deteriorate a little bit, or either people are messing with it, I don't know, but you know, obviously you just want to come through and clean this. And then of course feel the sides for any gunk, any fleshly products, fleshly debris. Alright, cool. Alright. Forgot to mention the mats. Just making sure the mats are dry. These ones are, so they didn't use them, but if they are wet, put them in a chair and letting them sit in the sun. If you put them in the dryer, you have to do it at the end because you'll smell like the feet and the mildewy kind of musky smell from them. And then if you do that and then you put in some like fresh wet towels, the towels will pick up that smell. I did that one time and I learned my lesson. Oh yeah, I forgot to show, this is where I clean my filter, right outside the hot tub room. I will spray down this step right there. And then I will put that right there and clean it. That way it's kind of like the water will soak under the stair. Alright, so your zip chlor, bleach, your foam down, defoamer, and I have another one right here. Same thing, it's just a smaller bottle. The place was out of it. I tried to get you guys stocked up. I need to go get some more bromine tablets. Gotta do that today. And then of course here's your test strip, and then your enzyme. You can add just a little bit of this, but it's not necessary. The main thing is just making sure your pH. Actually, let's check it. Let's see here. Alright, so what I'll do as far as how much baking soda to add when it's low like that, I'll add about that much. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Not much. And of course, turn it on. And then make sure your water levels are at the top of that little indentation. Remember that. So, just let that run. I do see a piece of hair. You know, just always make sure you check the rim for hair. And it. Right down the sides. What else is there? Oh, the cover. Sometimes a cover will just look nasty on the top with like all this white, crusty bleach. It's just a bleach that kind of just settles and dries up. I'll take my cover. See all that? It just looks nasty. And I'll just spray it off with the hose and then put it back on there. Alright, again for the cabin, the first thing I do is come out here and check the hot tub. I have a little battery powered leaf blower that I carry with me. I don't know if you have one, but it really helps to clean off this deck in between guests. And I could leave that with you if you'd like, but I'll, get this thing clean before I open it. These people are still staying here. And again, the water level, making sure it's up to that line, which it's not. These people will leave tomorrow and we'll get that up and running, right? Of course, check the filters, clean it down. I always look for gunk on these grout lines. The last people that stayed, it was kind of dirty, so I had to clean it down real good with bleach water. We have a new hose with a spray nozzle on it. Someone just turn it on and bring it up here. Fill up the hot tub. It has this wet look to it because I put some protectant stuff, not armor oil, but something like that, to make it look nice and shiny and clean. And of course, I just make sure all the gas is off on here. Make sure this is clean. And then make sure this is all put back, the plates on here. That's it. Alright. And don't forget to check the grill. I'll wipe it down at the end with the rag I don't care about. Scrape that. Just make sure it's, clean. Got a little grease here I need to wipe down. And that's it. I'll just even use toilet paper or something so I don't get all that on a rag that I have to wash. Because then I have to wash it with all by itself. You know what I mean? Boom! Hey ladies, if the locks are super slow to open and you can hear it like then it has to change out the batteries, but I just did that with my mind. The bottom one self-locks on its own, not sure why. It just started doing that. But if you have to change out the batteries, you just pull up on that, and then before you pull this out, you have to take very carefully, not rip the wires, because then it'll break that. These are $230 locks, so try to be very careful. And then you take this out, and then there's your 4 batteries. And then you replace your batteries, slide that in, and then boom, cover on. Wires like that. There you go. That's how you change out batteries on these locks.